People still talk about women empowerment and think it's the same thing as gender mainstreaming. And so I was looking more at organizations that were going to give us something different, something which was going to be inspiring and much more exemplary to other organizations that were coming to start implementing gender mainstreaming programs.
More important, leadership involvement. So leadership across the board. Why? Because it's then sustainable. And that's what we're looking for in gender mainstreaming. It's sustainability.
I think it's very easy as a big organization to throw money at something. But it was the one, it's what the people that I call the unsung heroes, the people who were taking the little that they had, looking at how they could make a difference to the people in our country, to the people in their environment.
Yes, in a sense that some had very good ideas, good intentions, good plans, but when you look at key ways to follow through and to look and to measure the impact of what they're doing.
I think gender mainstreaming, gender diversity is still in its infancy worldwide, and therefore in South Africa I would think it's no different. But we do recognize that companies are on a journey, and nominations for awards such as this, the Gender Mainstreaming Awards themselves, are a great springboard for companies to achieve ultimate success and further transformation.
I really believe that our differences are something that need to be valued and not something that needs to cause division. I believe if we would stop and realize just how important the role of the woman is, not only in the family, in the community, but in business and in organizations and in government and in education and in media. Because the truth is this, that women bring an influence and an intuition into an organization that I really believe makes perhaps a subtle difference, but a very big difference.
Make it part of your passion in the business. Make it as, something that is embedded within the business. Not just a policy, but infusing, the people to know and believe that diversity is the game changer for them to grow and develop their business.
I would like to see contestants coming in fully prepared with a presentation, not necessarily off pat, but a presentation that demonstrates their capabilities and that proves to the judges, without the judges having to drag it out of the contestants. We knew they were good. The paper demonstrated that, but it was difficult to get the story.
Definitely the feedback that we give, take it, embrace it, and then make it work.
Certainly, I really enjoyed the judging. I think it's a mutually beneficial learning platform. I certainly learned a lot from the candidates in terms of some of the initiatives that they were doing. And of course, I think we also gave them some advice from our experience that we had. So yes, I did. Thank you.
Thoroughly. I was most humbled. Again, I was amazed at just what on earth, just what is going on outside of your immediate space, and just how people are interpreting their roles and responsibilities to move this country forward, in the most ingenious ways and just innovative ways, and finding new ideas to move us forward. So that was an experience I am most appreciative and very humbled to have been a part of.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's absolutely. And I really say absolutely purely because, number one, I was quite inspired to see other females that are doing great things for other females. You see, there's a notion and perception that we are our own worst enemies. But for me, what I saw during the judging phase was totally something that is different, that is, that sort of opposes what the norm is or the perception is. Driving this agenda and making it happen, that's inspiration, that's the make it happen spirit, the tick, as we say it, of South Africans. The only reality is that they are not told enough. And I suppose that's why as Brand South Africa we entered and we supported this initiative so that I am able to also infuse this narrative and say, hey guys, let's redirect. We take this agenda very seriously.
Overall, it was an awesome experience. What I really appreciated was the fact that I was given so much of advice that I could actually take back and apply back in the work environment. So I'm looking forward to being back here next year, taking the advice that I was given and then applying it.
I think when you're in the world of transformation and a multinational like Dell, you have very little opportunity to showcase some of the good you do. And so when this opportunity came about, we really took it because it's really an opportunity for us to show our competitors, show our customers, an area that we believe we're doing really well in.
We were grilled in terms of what is it we're doing exactly in terms of investing in young women in South Africa from a manpower's perspective. And to be honest, when we announced that we were one of the finalists, we were quite surprised because we walked out of that interview and thought, wow, we've been grilled. But I guess that's part of the whole judging process is you've got to put us through the ropes to make sure that what we're doing isn't just talking about it, but we are actually doing something about investing in young women.
One of the main reasons we love coming back to Gender Mainstreaming Awards is that the judging is really rigorous and we really enjoy that. So it's a wonderful opportunity to sit with a group of people who have got experiences above and beyond your own.
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to participate in the interviewing process, but I have heard that it was quite a rigorous process and it was also a very fair and transparent process, but enjoyable nonetheless. From the sounds of it, there were some really exciting opportunities for us to really develop some of our best practices next year to come back even stronger.
We are in a journey of building our brand as a company. We want to be recognized as an employer of choice. And above all, we want to be recognized and known for the value that we're adding.
Well, we attended last year and we saw how fantastic the event was and the publicity you got thereafter. And we do believe passionately in the cause.
We've had a very close relationship with Business Engage. And so we really wanted to participate and support this amazing initiative. Traditionally, the RTC sector has been very male-dominated and we've done some amazing work. And we really wanted to use this as an opportunity to inspire other organisations and other women.
It's a long time coming. There's no doubt that the right timing for the Gender Mainstreaming Awards has come. There's an open market for that, and I think about having an awards process or having a journey that one needs to look at your own business and look within is ideal right now because we need to heighten the awareness, and by heightening the awareness we'll be able to implement it better in corporates and in government.
Well, it's a story that goes back from a certain time in my life where I was faced with the scenario of admitting the truth, and that is who I am. Being an openly gay male. And I think from what I could see in the corporate space, the challenges that I've faced, women were particularly facing similar challenges.
Mostly the drive to prove that we are trying to make sure that there's gender equality in our company. I started off with that in mind right from the word go.
There is a number of participants that play a big role. I would be one of those participants, along with our head of HR, Grace DePiley. Isaac Mopatlani, being our CEO, is also a good promoter, and Tony Rate is our chairman. And then we do have women sitting on our board, Janita John and Mama Roque, who will be joining us for the evening. So there are a number of promoters for women in the workplace.
Gender mainstreaming is something that people across the organisation embrace. I don't think it's something that you create by having sort of one champion at a certain level. I do think it's important that it has to come from the top, and I think our Exco is highly engaged in how we create an inclusive environment that works for people.
It's a privilege to have, Exco men come and participate and come and share their stories with our female leaders in the organisation.